Hello there, you amazing viewers and subscribers. Welcome to a new Doctor Who video for today. So in this video, I'm going to be talking about the animation stories that we need animated. The ones that we've got left. And then we have got 14 stories of classic Doctor Who from the 60s to be animated. And I'm going to talk about the top 5 that I really want to be animated and stuff. Now, Galaxy 4 was only just released yesterday, and it is actually a great animation story. I've watched it in the coloured version. I've watched it in the black and white with the original surviving episode 3, because episode 3 is the only one that survives, because that was found back in 2011. But the rest of the animations we have got are fantastic as well. I mean, look at them. I mean, if I show you up here. So we've got Galaxy 4, Power of the Daleks. Then we've got the Power of the Daleks Special Edition here. We've got the Macra Terror, Faceless Ones, Evil, Web of Fear, and Free from the Deep as well. So we're getting there, but Hartnell's got a lot of stories that we need to have animated. He's got to have Marco Polo, The Crusade, Mission to the Unknown, The Mythmakers, The Daleks Master Plan, The Massacre, The Celestial Toymaker, The Savages, and The Smugglers. That's all what's left out of Hartnell, and a lot of that is from season 3. And one story from season 4 for Hartnell, which is The Smugglers. But the rest of it's from season 3, apart from the 2 top stories, as I mentioned, which is Marco Polo and The Crusade, because they are missing from season 1 and season 2. Now, season 2 has got the Crusade episodes 1 and 3 existing, so they're just going to animate 2 and 4. Hopefully that will be soon, and then we can have that animated, as well as we need Marco Polo. Marco Polo is the story that we need to complete Doctor Who Season 1, which was broadcast from 1963 to 1964. Where, for rest of the stories, we've only got 5 stories that's what we need for Troughton, which are the Highlands, which is Jamie McCrimmon's first introductory story with the Doctor, Ben and Polly. We need the Underwater Menace, the Abominable Snowman, and the Wheel in Space, and of course the Space Pirates. So 4 out of these stories, for season 3 is the one that we need considered of the lot, because that is the one that's missing a big chunk. Season 3 and 4 were missing an awful lot, so was season 5, but they've been animated a little bit. But season 3, we've only had Galaxy 4 so far, so hopefully we're getting there with the animations. Hopefully we're building it up and building it up and building it up, and then, you know, then season 3 will be complete, hopefully. But for Troughton, season 4 was the one that was missing a lot of his stories. I mean, for season 5, we had one surviving story at one point in the 90s, which was the Tomb of the Submarine, and the Ice Warriors, because that Ice Warriors was missing episodes 4 and 5, but that's been animated back in 2013. But I really have to say, for Troughton's stories that we've had a big chunk of his Doctors missing, the animation teams have pulled together and, you know, made Troughton's stories possible. And we've got one Hartnell missing story, because we've had the Reign of Terror animated for episodes 4 and 5, and the 10th Planet, episode 4 for Hartnell. And of course Galaxy 4, which is the first full-on William Hartnell story that we've got animated. So hopefully, fingers crossed, this means we're going to get some more Hartnell goodness from his... We're going to get a lot of animation stories from his Doctor. So I thought, what are the main 5 stories I really want to see animated? Really want to see. That's going to be proper great for me to sit down and watch in animation. Even though, if we could actually find every single existing episode from the 60s, which is very impossible, the animations, they're kind of helping them to, like, for us Doctor Who fans to enjoy, and to add them into the DVD collection and, of course, the Blu-ray collection. So the main 5 that I want to really talk about are the ones that I really want to have animated either at some point. So sit there and let's dive into my list of 5 stories that I would like to see to become stories that will be animated. So in 5th place, I have to say, it is The Wheel in Space. Now, The Wheel in Space is the only Submarine story we've got missing, because yes, they've animated episode 4 of the 10th Planet. Yes, they animated the moon base. We have already had Tomb of the Submarine, and they've animated the invasion. The last proper stories from the 1960s with Submarine is the Wheel in Space. Now, we've got episodes 3 and 6 existing in the DVD box set called Doctor Who: The Lost in Time. But I really want to sit down and watch this full on, because it's not really great sitting down watching episodes 3 and 6. Even though episode 3 does have... sorry, not episode 3. Even episode 6 does have when Zoe steals aboard the... gets into a box and hides in the TARDIS, and the Doctor shows her where they'd be off going to next, and then it's the Dominators for season 6. So I just really want the Wheel in Space, because the Cybermen have a new design. Again, in the late 60s, Submarine have had quite a few designs over in the 60s. And I actually I would actually like to see their proper animation form of these Submarine, because these Submarine literally look like they're a bit from the Invasion, but they're literally somewhere in between Tomb and the Invasion. So they're somewhere in between. They literally are updating themselves, which I think is another great story as well, to be honest with you. I have read the Target novel book, which I have got in my Target novel book collection, which I have got at the bottom of my shelf, because I am going to do a whole Doctor Who collection update at the end of the month. So I kind of do want to have the Wheel in Space. Story number 4, it has got to be the Highlands, because the Highlands, I really want to see Jamie McCrimmon's very first story, because he is a long-running companion from the 60s. I mean, apart from Ian and Barbara and stuff, but his run is from 1966 to 1969, so he is literally in every single story of Charlton apart from Power of the Daleks. And Jamie is the second Doctor's best friend in his run, so I do really want to see his introduction story. I hope we do get it animated. Story number 3, now I really want to have this one animated. It is the Daleks Master Plan, the 12-part Dalek epic. And yes, if they can animate Missions to the Unknown with this story as well and pull it in with the Daleks Master Plan, hopefully it'll be magnificent and everything else. I really really want to have the Daleks Master Plan to be released, because 1, it's 12-part epic. 2, it means we have every single story of the Daleks available out on DVD and of course on Blu-ray, because we have Power of the Daleks, we have Eve of the Daleks for Troughton, because that's his 2 Dalek stories, and they're all they're missing, but they've been animated for us to enjoy. Where for Hartnell, we only got 3 out of 4. The Daleks Master Plan is literally the 4th main Dalek story that we basically need, and then all of Hartnell's Dalek stories are complete. And the Daleks Master Plan, I've got it, where is it? I've got it somewhere. I got the CD version. Yeah. Sorry about that. Even though I have it on CD of the Daleks Master Plan, which is a missing William Hartnell story, I would actually like to see this get the animated treatment, because it is a magnificent story. Sitting down listening to all 12 parts, even though I did stop it and watch the existing episodes that we've got in the Lost in Time, and then carried it on until we got to another existing episode. It's a great Dalek story, and the Daleks are really menacing in this story. That's 3rd. Second one, I really would like to have this one animated. Marco Polo, just to complete season 1. Now, most people say, oh, I want the Crusaders. I'm the one that will say I want Marco Polo, because season 1 then can be completed, it can be enjoyed, and everything else, it can just be enjoyed and loved, and it makes season 1 complete, and then season 1 could get the Blu-ray treatment and released. And that's the one thing about it. I really would like to see season 1 get the special treatment. I'd like to see Marco Polo, because that's the last story we need of Ian and Barbara and Susan with the First Doctor. Then we can have the whole journey of the first Doctor from season 1, and then a little bit of season 2, because Ian and Barbara leave in the chase, so Susan leaves in the Dalek invasion of Earth. So basically, Susan leaves 2 stories into season 2, where Ian and Barbara are into the second to last story, which is the last story, is the Time Middler. So I kind of would like to see Marco Polo get the animation treatment, because that way we can sit down and watch every single version of Hartnell's first 2 seasons back to back to back. Number one, I really want to have animated. Now, most people are probably scratching their heads when I say this one and like, why do you want this one? Because it is the Space Pirates. Now, I know nothing about the Space Pirates apart from watching episode 2 in the Lost in Time box set. And even that cliffhanger, I really enjoyed that cliffhanger, to be honest with you, at the end of episode 2. And I want to know what goes on in the story. I really want the story to be animated because then it not only does it means we have the Space Pirates, it means we'll have season 6 complete on DVD and Blu-ray. Season 6 is a season that is almost complete. Almost complete. It just needs the Space Pirates. We've got the Dominators, we've got the Mind Rubber, we have the Invasion, we have the Croutons, we have the Seas of Death, we've got the War Games. We just need the Space Pirates to complete season 6. And season 6 is one of my favourite Troughton seasons because for a very long time it was the one season that we had every episode existing. At one point where season 4 and 5 had a lot of missing, but some of them have been animated and the seasons are nearly complete. We just need the Space Pirates, and then the sixth and final season of Patrick Troughton's Doctor is going to be absolutely epic. Now, most people say, oh, I have seen people rank the Space Pirates in the worst category for quite a while in some YouTube videos, and I don't understand why it's missing. It's something I really want to sit down and enjoy. If I don't enjoy it, I think it will be still benefit because it means Troughton's final season will be complete. I would actually like to sit down and see it to have my own opinion about it, because most people over here, oh, the Space Pirates is terrible. Even Troughton was bored with it. Yeah, but I want to kind of judge it by myself. I want to have my own opinion about it. Yeah, people talk about it and they put it down a lot. Like, people put down the Twin Dilemma, and to be honest with you, I'm 100% on the Twin Dilemma. I've seen people put down Warriors of the Deep, and I enjoy that story, even though it's considered to be a bad story. I committed it to be enjoyable. That's my opinion. I really enjoy Warriors of the Deep. And especially like Time Lash. Yes, Time Lash is terrible, but I still pretty much enjoy it. It's a lot better than the Twin Dilemma. Time and Arani, people said, oh, Time and Arani is very, very bad. Yeah, but that's under the circumstances. That was supposed to be a Colin Baker story, which leads into Regenerate into Sylvester at the end. But because Colin Baker said no, they had to move the Regeneration into the main part of the episode, and they had to rewrite the script. But Time and Arani is still not that bad. Time and Arani is absolutely... it's not terrible. I pretty much enjoy it. I just think it, even though I know the circumstances, it was actually written for Colin Baker, and Colin Baker refused to come back and do a Regeneration story. Pretty much, so I understand why Time and Arani is that, but the Space Pirates has that kind of same reputation in the Doctor Who fandom, and I want to know why. I want to sit down and I really want to watch it, give it my own opinion, which is why this is the one story for Troughton I really want to have animated. Really want animated. The Space Pirates, so I could just sit here and say, imagine it, I'm just doing a review on the Space Pirates, and I can say, yeah, it's terrible, you know, this and that, or I could say, oh, actually, I found it quite great I quite enjoyed it, you know, like I do with some other stories. I mean, people put down, like, Warriors of the Deep. I pretty much enjoy that. I'm going to be doing a review on Warriors of the Deep, because I don't get why Warriors of the Deep has so much hate, because, yes, it does have some bad moments in it, but it's still pretty much enjoyable. I really enjoy it. So, yeah, that's basically it. The 5 stories I want to see animated. Now, there will be a review coming out on the Daleks Master Plan at some point, because I want to sit down, listen to every single 12-part epic. So there will be a review coming out on that one. Please do like, subscribe and share, and have a great day. And join me tomorrow for more Doctor Who content. And what are the 5 main Doctor Who stories you would like to see to get the animation treatment? Let me know in the comments. Thank you for watching.